Welcome back, pilots, to Squadrons Update. After a rough launch week where the game was having big issues with glitches, at least the ones on the online multiplayer side of things being the most prominent, Motive did fortunately release a patch shortly after, but it nonetheless did not address much of the problems players were actually having with, and in an odd way, it actually made things worse, especially by not resetting the ranks. That said, Motive this week have responded on how they'll be dealing with some of the serious in-game issues, and also have dropped yet another new patch which they hope will be able to deliver on some bug fixes. As for whether this patch is the real deal or not, well, that's something we're just gonna have to talk about. And before we get into any of that, but a quick reminder, as if you do like these type of videos, then do remember to give it a like to show your support for not only this update series, but also the content within it. With that out of the way, let's get into it. So, including the day 1 patch, we've thus far had 3 patches in 3 weeks for Squadrons. Which, no matter what way you look at it, the game certainly has issues, and I made that perfectly clear in my review of Squadrons. One of the most frustrating being, of course, the online multiplayer, but the good part here is that at least Motive is working hard to make things right, and we're getting patch after patch. So that's at least something no one can complain about, as that's very good, because not every game dev is this quick to drop patch after patch like this. And this week we actually got patch 1.2, and without further ado, let's see what it's got for us. But before we get into that, as stated in the patch notes, Motive right now are tracking 3 main issues of Fleet Battles mode, of which they're working on each diligently, and these are the following. Some players being stuck at 0 skill rank or aren't able to rank up as intended. A small number of players having been able to unlock the ranked helmet rewards due to a bug and not actually getting them the proper way. And of course, players abandoning matches, which is negatively impacting the experience for everyone. So no, patch 1.2 will not address these issues yet, but rather Motive are just telling us that they know about them and are working on a fix for each. For the rank bug, they're looking at the best way to reset the ranks in order to solve it. While for the helmet reward bug, it looks like they're just going to remove those helmets from everyone's inventory who obviously didn't properly earn them. As for people ditching games left and right, all we know right now is that Motive are working on a new design for matchmaking to make abandonment far less punishing for players who do stay in the game, and make it less frequent overall. Right now, we don't know what this entails exactly, but I'll take whatever they can give us at this point. Since, let's be real, anything is better than what's in the game right now when it comes to people ditching games. Now as for patch 1.2 itself, the patch notes are as follows. For general fixes, Motive have made improvements to the overall Fleet Battles tutorial experience. Fixed an issue where the player could experience a black screen during or after customizing their pilots, or when pilot models were being blurry when being customized by some players, as well correcting a typo on the profile page and doing some other stability improvements and minor fixes. As for story fixes, Motive have fixed an issue where dying during the Rebel Prologue mission while fighting the Star Destroyer could block progress. Other fixes include medals resetting after uninstalling or updating the game, players not progressing through Mission 3 if they defeated the Quasars too quickly, and players getting stuck when launching missions from the options menu. In addition to that, there are also some other minor fixes that have been made for challenges, social, dogfight, and fleet battles. But for the most part, they're mainly quality of life and stability fixes. However, VR at least did get some decent fixes here regarding fixing the cinematics for the Valve Index when playing on Origin, as well improving the performance on Steam VR and fixing the D-pad there too. Not to mention correcting the flickering helmets bug when using the Oculus Quest, which is something I've also encountered myself. Considering that I mainly now play Squadrons using VR, I'm pretty happy with these fixes, but I'm still waiting on them to remove the 60 FPS lock on VR. Well, not just me, but every other VR player too. And of which Jay Ingram has confirmed that alongside the Rank 0 issue, this is one of their top priorities right now. So that's very good news to hear for us VR players, as it means that this is likely to get fixed in the next patch, seeing as this is a top priority for them. But overall, patch 1.2 is mostly smaller bug fixes and stability improvements across the board. Which hey, is always welcome, don't get me wrong there, but unfortunately it's not the major patch we've all been waiting for to help solve the major issues still within the game, which again are on the online multiplayer side. That's something we're still going to have to wait for, and by the sounds of it, it may certainly be worth the wait, especially if we'll be getting a brand new matchmaking experience out of it too. But until the next time, this will do it for your Squadrons update. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel to not only support it, but also keep up with Star Wars news, gaming, and canon lore released every week. And consider following me on Twitter and Facebook to never miss out on the latest Star Wars content. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.